Serial killers. The beings of our waking nightmares. They've always lived among us, hiding among the common folk. Everywhere we turn, there they are, plotting against us, lurking in our alleyways, splayed across our media stations. They are the people we fear most in our society.
The Iceman.
He is such a cold-blooded killer, they called him the Iceman.
Richard Kuklinski was an infamous killer. Although only convicted of 5 murders in 2003, he confessed to racking up a number in the hundreds in his life as a mafia hitman. His common killer marker was crystals of ice in the victim's body from having been frozen post-mortem. He claims by the end of his career, he had become completely desensitized to killing. Jeffrey Dahmer was from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, born in 1960. He is today one of the most notorious serial killers in the world. This was largely due in part to the sinister ways of treating his victims. Cannibalism, torture, gruesome murder, all were well-known occurrences during Dahmer's reign of terror. He was known as the killer who would take inspiration from the voices in his head and made the nightmare a reality. We as a society arm ourselves in an attempt to prevent tragedy at the hands of these people, but never question the tragedy that must have took place to bring about such a person. As children, Richard Kuklinski and Jeffrey Dunham suffered abuse at the hands of their parents and loved ones, living day to day, unloved and believing they were worthless.
But if you raise a kid the way Stanley raised you, with no love, no affection, constant abuse, beatings for no reason, all you teach is hatred. You make it impossible for that child to grow up and form strong attachments and loving, caring relationships, or to be willing to risk themselves to protect the world.
Child abuse is very common in America. A study by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services shows that in 2015, 75% of children were victims of neglect, 15% were physically abused, and 8% were sexually abused. It is a tragic reality that abused children are more prone to be America's criminals. Abuse can take many forms. Abuse can be neglectful, physical, sexual, emotional, or medical. The most alarming warning signs are bruising with varying degrees of healing, withdrawal from friends, fear of going home, hiding, saving food, or desperately seeking attention. This website by the Mayo Clinic clarifies and describes these types of child abuse, highlighting the main symptoms of each form of abuse. Please go to this website to learn more about the signs of neglect. Don't let the children of today turn into the criminals of tomorrow.